Hey, Scott here from whattype.com, and I just published a post about New England Patriots football coach Bill Belichick. I think Bill Belichick is an absolutely fascinating character, so I thought he'd be a good person to write about. Now they're getting ready to play in the Super Bowl, and his success is just off the charts, so I thought it'd be interesting to talk about why I think he's so good from a personality type perspective. Now, someone took offense that I would dare post an opinion about someone's type. She said, it is not at all appropriate to cast, type, or diagnose someone you've never met. Well, first off, she doesn't know that I actually have met Bill Belichick, but that's besides the point. So, this brings up a good question. Is this ethical that we discuss people's types, even if we've never met them? Well, of course you know where I stand on this. So let's unpack it a little bit. So, what is generally considered not okay amongst, professionals in the mental health industry is to make a diagnosis of a patient who they have not met, to diagnose someone with a disorder. So let's be very clear. This is not, so me explaining Bill Belichick as an ISTJ is not diagnosing him with a disorder. No type is objectively better than any other type, period. It's important to consider that we are profiling people all the time, whether we've met them or not. If we see someone on the internet, YouTube video, LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever, we are essentially trying to match patterns and we unconsciously immediately profile them in a number of different ways. It's not like we see someone in somewhere on the internet and it's like the first time we're seeing a human being. Like it's all entirely new to us. No, our brains are matching patterns. So we're trying to figure out maybe what part of the planet they're from. We're maybe trying to figure out their gender, male, female, queer, trans, that we're trying to figure things out about them. So also this can, body language is another thing. So our emotions will show themselves on our faces. And there are body language experts who can point these things out to us. So there are micro expressions, little expressions that will flash very quickly that will show things like anger and sadness and contempt. And a body language expert can point these things out. Well, how dare they? Who are they to, make a judgment that someone is demonstrating sadness? You sound silly, right? So, really, the point of the whole thing. So, as far as that goes, people show clues to their type, just like they do with body language. I teach people how to pick up on those clues. We're profiling anyway. I teach people how to profile well. So the point of this whole thing, again, we are not diagnosing people with disorders. The whole thing, the whole point is so that we can recognize differences or recognize where people are coming from more quickly. This stuff is all just training wheels. It's training wheels to get to an understanding of another human being. I am obsessed with being able to do this well and do this fast so that we just don't have to think about it. So we can just understand where another person is coming from. So that's what I believe and that's what I teach. So if you're interested in learning more about profiling, about being able to tell what types people are, you can go to whattype.com/learn. And if you are brand new to Myers-Briggs, you can go to whattype.com/beginner. And again, if you're interested in football or just interested in type, go to whattype.com and find my post about Bill Belichick. I think he is absolutely fascinating. All right, cheers.